Hi, everybody. This is Mark Idelman, speech-language pathologist, and welcome. Welcome to Facebook Live, and welcome to the teaching of talking, which is a method of helping people talk that does not involve flashcards, iPads, workbooks, etc. This particular method, the teaching of talking, is a method of interaction. It's a method of conversation that will help you and the person that you love, or if you have aphasia and you know somebody who can speak with you, the teaching of talking method is a conversational way to improve speaking. And I'm not saying that workbooks and iPads and all those other things, I'm not trying to discount them at all. Don't get me wrong about that. But when it comes to speaking, when it comes to talking is a process that is done between two people. It's a give and take situation. And you just can't, to me, you just can't work on talking if you're looking at an iPad or you're doing flashcards or workbooks. To me, you have to be engaged with another person. And so tonight we're going to speak about primary progressive aphasia. And primary progressive aphasia is a type of aphasia. We've talked about lots of different kinds of aphasia. We've talked about Broca's aphasia. We've talked about apraxia. We've talked about Wernicke's aphasia. We've talked about jargon aphasia. We've talked about expressive aphasia, receptive aphasia. So we've covered pretty much the gamut, but we haven't talked much, if at all, about primary progressive aphasia. And so primary progressive aphasia, if you look at those three words, primary, progressive, and aphasia, we know that progressive means there's a progress to it. There's a sequence to it. There's an order to it. Now, when we talk about progress in speech therapy, we hope that the progress is going to be good. We hope that it's going to be constantly getting better. But in primary progressive aphasia, it's usually identified by a person who has difficulty speaking, and gradually and very slowly, the speaking changes. So it may start out being perfectly normal, but over time, speech starts to change. The progression of it is different. In fact, usually it's a difficulty with speaking that occurs, and difficulty comprehending, difficulty expressing, difficulty reading, difficulty doing simple math, things like that. So they're all language-based. That's why it's in aphasia. It's not an apraxia, even though sometimes apraxia occurs. But in the early stages, the language changes. And tonight we have a special guest with us. We have Natasha Young, who I've had the pleasure of being acquainted with for a number of years. I met her in Las Vegas, must have been about 4 years ago. And I've seen her in Las Vegas a couple of times. In fact, we gave a speech to her aphasia group. And so I'm going to ask Natasha to come in to our call and to share with us some things that she has learned about primary progressive aphasia. So I'm going to invite her on, and then after we do that, I'm going to take your questions. I'm going to take your concerns about your speaking or about a person speaking in your family, and we're going to speak about those. But right now, for about the next 15 or 20 minutes, we're going to cover primary progressive aphasia. And I have Natasha Young here, and she's going to share with us. So I'm going to invite her onto the call. And here she is. Always has a nice smile on her face.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you are.
Yes,
Hey, Natasha, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good.
Okay, so could you tell us a little bit about primary progressive aphasia from your experience?
Yes. So first of all, it's gut wrenching when you hear it. Not a lot of people know about it. It's very rare, and it gets worse. And yeah, it's a depressor, but I move on.
Okay, and how did you know that you had this problem? What was happening?
So at the time when I did get diagnosed in 2011, I was going to school at College of Southern Nevada, and I was working as a applied behavioral analysis tutor for children with autism. And I've noticed, and my family and friends noticed, that I wasn't communicating well, understanding what I knew, like words, conversation. Uh, I was having trouble expressing myself. So then I went to a neurologist, and she did tests like blood work, um, EEG, MRI, functional MRI. So I listened to the sounds while they take imaging of my brain, and a PET scan. And so the functional MRI and the PET scan showed my left side in the Broca's aphasia part. And she goes, my neurologist says, "Have you done speech therapy?" I said, "Well, yeah, when I was in school. I mean, yeah, just working my R's, but it's, well, I'm referring to you go to speech therapy." And I'm like, "Well, why?" "Well, you have primary progressive aphasia." And my mom's like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, it's on a dementia spectrum. Yeah, here you go." And so we go home.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I mean, that was it? Is that how she talked to you?
Yeah. And so she goes, "We go home." And so we did. And that's when we realized we had questions. So then we go on a computer and we start doing research. And that's when we realized, oh crap, this ain't good. Saying 2 to 10 years life expectancy. Well, I'm living past the life expectancy. Um, and so, okay, I go to speech therapy, and we do, the test, and then we worked on naming things, describing things. We worked on my reading because I was still going to school. Um, Communication strategies, like when I get stuck, what to do, how people can communicate with me, and a speech device that was like a huge box. I mean, it was huge, and it doesn't work anymore, so I don't use it. And then therapy ended, so then I was kind of like, what do I do? Um, and luckily, I met someone in my therapy who had aphasia, and he told me about a support group here in Las Vegas. So I joined that, and I'm grateful I did. And that's when I learned more, of more than just naming, describing all these things I've been taught, but to keep talking.
Oh,
And that's what I'm doing. I'm keep on talking.
what do you mean by that? Keep talking and keep on talking. What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is basically talk. I mean, talk to people. I mean, find something that I like to talk about and then work on that. So,
So, how long have you had this diagnosis?
7 years.
Oh, because somebody might look at you right now and say, "Huh? There's nothing
Yes,
wrong with her. She looks perfectly normal." That's what
I
probably some people on the call would probably be thinking.
yes, I get that all the time. Even I just had a neuropsychologist testing, and she was reluctant to say PPA based on my age, and she didn't think I was declining like I supposed to.
Ah, so
But
yeah.
but when she tested me on verbal stuff, it was horrible. I mean, I had trouble naming things with letter F for a minute. She asked me, or he asked me to write a sentence or tell a short story, and I mean, and my spelling was awful. Ugh, it's horrible. But yeah, I see it. My mom sees it. I'm sure you've seen it. I mean, you've been around me, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's there. It's just people are reluctant, and I've met others around my age who have it, and my neurologist that diagnosed me is one of the top neurologists, and she diagnosed other people with it who are in their 40s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what type of so you just said you just move on, is that right?
Yes. I just move on.
So talk about attitude. Can you talk a little bit about attitude for a few moments?
Well, I just try to appreciate what I have, and thank Heavenly Father that I know what it is, and I have people in my life that can help me go through it, and that's my attitude. Is just be grateful for what you got, move on, don't dwell on it. I mean, yeah, you're gonna see changes, but you just gotta go with the flow.
Wow, what a strong person you are. Okay, and my last question to you is what would be your advice to people with aphasia and people with primary progressive aphasia? What would be some of your recommendations to people with aphasia and primary progressive aphasia?
My advice is if you suspect you have PPA, to keep a journal, write down any changes. See a neurologist. Make sure this neurologist is well known for what you think you may suspect. Um, if you do get speech therapy, have someone who knows what it is. I was fortunate to have a therapist who knew about it, and I've met others who want to learn about it and educate. Another is when you do go to speech therapy, have your loved ones in there so that way they'll know what ways you can help them with when they do get stuck on a word um, or concepts or something like that. And join support groups. Join whether it be in person or online. Just join because that will help you with depression. I know I get depressed, but um, and do the things you love to do. rather be camping or playing a game. I mean, just be active. Yeah, those are my.
All right, all right. Wow, wow. Well, let's send Natasha all kinds of hearts and thumbs up and all kinds of things. This has been a wonderful interview, and I'm sure that many people on the call have learned from you, and not only that, but they're inspired from you.
Yes.
So, thank you very much, Natasha.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye.
Okay, wasn't that terrific? She said, keep talking. Keep talking. Yeah, it looks like fireworks on July 4th with all the hearts that are coming out today. Isn't this terrific? You know, one of the things that gets me sometimes is that, sometimes when we talk about aphasia, like I saw a picture online the other day, and it had a picture of a guy, and it had a plug, and the plug went from his brain to his throat. And it showed that the plug was unplugged, sort of like that there's no more connection between the brain and the mouth. Well, I think that's the way it used to be. And I sincerely believe, I looked at that and I said, I need to get an artist to get a picture like that and then have another picture next to it that has like an electrical worker who's plugging it back in. And that's what we want to do with the teaching of talking, is to plug back in, that we don't want disconnect. Because what Natasha said was so true. She said, you got to go out there and talk. You've got to talk. Well, that's what the teaching of talking is all about, is teaching you how to talk and interact with your loved ones in a way that allows you to talk. Like, just think about it. I mean, I was just thinking today of all the things that I said to my wife today. Like I told her good morning. I told her I love you. I told her to move over in bed. She told me I was stealing all the blankets. And I asked her for a cup of coffee, and she told me she was going to go out and do some shopping, and I said, when are you coming back? And there's all kinds of interactions that we have with our loved ones in speech all day long, and you can have all of those interactions with your loved one if you know how to stimulate speech. It may be in a single word or 2 words or 3 words. It really doesn't matter. We want to get you connected in speaking with your loved one, not to have them sitting over there grunting or nodding their head or going like this or going like that. We want you to engage them, and that's why we wrote the book, The Teaching of Talking, and that's why we made the audio, and that's why we made the video, and all of that. Okay, so okay, now we're going to take some calls, and we hope that you'll be sharing this video with some of the places you visit online, some of the groups that you're a part of online, so that they can learn about primary progressive aphasia and ways to help people speak better. So I'm going to open up the call right now, and let's see who's on. Well, let's see. Guest request. We have somebody new here. We have Mary Van Brott Jones. No, I don't know if she's new or not. Maybe she's not. Let's bring her on and see if she'd like to speak with us. Sometimes some of you don't really make a request. Sometimes I'm the one who makes the request. So we're here just to share. We're here to talk about speech. We're here to talk about how to improve speech. We're here to speak about the challenges that you have with speech, or the challenges that you have with a loved one who has a speaking difficulty. And that's why we're here, and we're sharing. And boy, I've been getting lots of emails and, okay, well, she's not going to come on the call. There's somebody else. Let's see who else we have. How about, let's see. Let's try Kellyanne. Let's see if she can come on tonight. We saw Kellyanne probably one of the first calls, and we had a great conversation with her. I think we've had a conversation with her once or twice, but she's declined. Okay. So if you want to come on the call, and if you have a question or a comment, we'd like you to come on and share with us. Okay. So just you have make sure that your smartphone is horizontally, and make sure that your camera and your microphone are on. So let's try Danielle. Let's see if Danielle will come on the call. Let's see if Danielle will come on the call. Don't be shy now. Come on, don't be shy. I don't bite. Come on the call so we can share and speak about your concerns. Hi, Danielle.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? This is the second time we've had a chance to speak, isn't it?
Yes.
So tell me something tonight. Are you working on your speaking?
Yes.
And what are you working on specifically? Do you know?
Oh.
Okay. So you don't know. Can you say, I don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, now let's go a little slower, because you've got a little bit of a dysarthria and a little bit of an apraxia. Okay? Now, for your speech to come out really nice, we've got to slow it down, and we've got to put a nice space between each word. Okay? Now watch me. See if you can do this. I don't know.
No.
Good. Can you say that again?
I don't know.
Good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. And where do you live?
Ass.
Do you know the name of the state where you live? What state is it?
Bass.
Bass.
No.
No. Mass.
Yes.
Oh, so you shorten it, don't you? Because it's got a lot of syllables in it.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. So you're from Massachusetts.
Yes.
And how long has it been since you've had your stroke?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. And do you work on your speech much?
No.
No. Do you have anyone to work with you?
Nope.
We have to do something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so if I remember correctly, you told me that you were married, right?
Yeah.
Can you say, I am married?
Married.
Good. Let's do it again.
I
Good.
am married.
Good. Very good. Now, can we do it? Let's do it one more time, but let's rest between each word, because that's what's going to make your speech a lot clearer.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Now you got to follow my finger. Okay, you ready?
I
Good.
am married.
Good. Very good. But you beat me to the punch on that, didn't you? You
Yes.
beat me to the punch on that. Okay, very good. And how many years have you been married?
8 years.
Good. Okay, now watch how we do this. 8 years.
8 years.
Good. Much clearer.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. And you told me the other night the name of your husband. What's his name?
Er, Ryan.
Brian?
Yes.
It's Brian.
Yes.
Can you tell me he's
He's
Brian?
Ryan.
Good. Let's see if you can do that again.
He Ryan.
Good. Very, very good. Very good. You like speaking that slow?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Why do you like speaking that way? Why do you like speaking the way I've just shown you? Why do you like it?
I don't know.
Are you clearer?
Yes.
Can you say I'm
I'm here.
clearer?
Here.
Good. Say that again. I'm
I'm
clearer.
here.
Good. Very good. Excellent. 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 So, you and I could have a conversation for hours,
Yeah.
all right? And I would be doing just like I'm doing with you
Yep.
until you really get it. And we talk every day, and we talk for an hour, probably an hour or more.
Yeah.
Just doing it this way
Yeah.
until you start to go, "Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Danielle, for being on the call.
Thank you.
And we'll talk some more again, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Okay. Now, some of you might say, that was pretty good, but not all her sounds are accurate, okay? I know some of you are thinking that, but I understood what she said, even if some of the sounds were a little bit off. And I'm looking to just get her talking again and speaking slowly. I'm not all that concerned about all the different sounds yet, okay? I would just be interested in getting her to the point where she starts talking, that she likes talking, that she talks more with husband, you see? And even if some of the sounds aren't so perfect, that's okay. The problem with some therapists is they kind of beat you over the head until you get all the sounds right, and often you don't get all the sounds right, and then it gets frustrating. So you have to be able to pick your goals. And one of the first goals that I would have with Danielle would be slow speech with latency or resting between each spoken word, like Joe. If you notice, when we talk with Joe, many of you who are on the call, and we'll probably speak to Joe before the end of the night. It wouldn't be a call without Joe having to say something. But, if you listen to Joe talk, and many other people who've been in therapy with me who hadn't been talking before, or who were talking minimally, okay, you'll see that they speak slowly and clearly. Okay, that's what we want. We don't want any disconnect. We want to connect. We want to plug people with aphasia back into talking, not leave them unplugged. Unplugged was how many have been for so long. We want to plug back in, okay? And you do that by talking. You listen to Natasha. Natasha said, when somebody told me that I should just keep talking. Well, that's what you got to do. You got to talk, but you got to talk in a special way, in a way that you can handle. Okay, so let's see who else we can speak with. Let's see. Boy, what a great call that was with Danielle. Great. Let's speak with Raymond. Let's see if he'll come on tonight. And you're going to see some big changes in Raymond. He's coming on. He's quite a gentleman. And there he is.
Hi.
Hi, Raymond. How are you?
Good. I good.
Anything you want to tell me?
No.
Okay. No, you can't chicken out like that, Raymond. No. But let me ask you a couple questions, okay?
Okay.
Where do you live?
I live in Round Lake, Illinois.
Perfect. And how is the weather in Round Lake, Illinois?
Much clearer, sunny, and 70s.
Very good. Good. Very good. Excellent. Now, I'm going to tell you a story, okay? Now, this story is going to have application for you. I just don't go around telling stories just for the heck of it. There's always a reason, okay? Now, I wanted to be a famous actor one day, back in the day, all right? Now, I had this one director who said to us, he said, if you say something on stage and it's a mistake, don't repeat it, just keep going. Don't try to make it right. Don't try to adjust it. Don't try to say it again. And he said, Edelman, what you got to do is if you mess up on a word or a line, you just keep going.
True.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to ask you two more questions and then I'll let you go, okay?
Shoot.
Boy, man, you sound good. You sound good, man. All right. What do you like to do in your spare time?
Fish. I love fishing.
Aha.
I love fishing.
Okay. So we let that go. We let it go. Or we could say fishing.
Fishing.
Good. Try it again.
Fishing.
Good. Now a little faster.
Fishing.
Good. Ooh. Wow. Very good. Now, see, this is what speech therapy is like. We don't do flashcards. We don't do workbooks. What kind of fish do you catch?
Smallmouth bass.
Man, do you sound good. Now, okay, Raymond, what kind of bait or lures do you use?
Minnows. Or Mike night crawlers.
Man, you sound good. Man, you sound good. Wow. Well, let me ask you a question. Now, this is how speech therapy is, okay? That's why it's so much fun.
Okay.
Because he knows the goals that I want. He and I have already established the goals, haven't we? Of
Yes.
speaking.
Yes.
Do you clean your own fish?
Roll them back.
Oh. Okay, one more question. One more question. Do you bait your own hook?
Of course I do.
Now, I want you to ask me a question.
Do you fish?
Yes, sometimes, with the right person.
Okay.
You got another question?
Your no.
No, you have another question, don't you?
Land or boat?
Oh, very good. Very good. I prefer boat.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I have one last question for you.
Okay.
If we went fishing together, would you bait my hook?
Yes.
Okay, Raymond, great, good speaking. Raymond is riding his own ride. And when I learned how to ride a motorcycle, I used to ride with a bunch of guys, and they rode really fast, and I couldn't keep up with them. And when we stopped for lunch that day, this guy came up to me and said, "Mark," he says, "if you're going to ride a motorcycle, you have to ride your own ride. You have to go at your own speed. Don't worry about the other guys. Don't try to keep up with them, but just ride your own ride and ride at your own comfortable speed." And like about a month or two later, there was a new guy riding with those guys, and he wiped out and got severely injured because he wasn't riding his own ride. And Raymond, you're riding your own ride with the way you're speaking. I'm going to come to see you, and you're going to bait my hook. You promise?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Great. I'll see you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, wonderful. Wasn't that terrific? He's just going at his speed. Now, the problem with a lot of people with aphasia or with motor speech problems like Raymond's is they keep trying to speak at their normal speed, and they just end up wiping out all the time, and people have a hard time understanding them. But Raymond was really understandable, wasn't he? So I want everybody to blow Raymond a lot of hearts and thumbs up. Okay, would you do that? Because he's an amazing human being. Gutsy. Okay, so don't forget, let's all send Raymond some hearts. That's right. We want to connect people with each other, and we want to get them talking. And we teach very simple ways to help you help your loved ones speak and speak again. And it's about fun stuff. Did you notice the fun stuff that Raymond and I were talking about? You know, we cut up, we laughed, but we also focused on the speaking goals. And that's the whole trick of successful speech and language stimulation. Wow. It's so good that look at that. Look at all those hearts. Man. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's see. Let me just check this for a minute. Let's see. Let's see if anybody next would like to come on the call. This is just terrific. Just terrific. How about Cindy? Nope, I can't get Cindy because I can't see a thing next to her name. There's Deborah. Charade. And I know I'm pronouncing that wrong, but let me try her. Charade Rodriguez Barbara. Let's see if she'll come on. Charade.
Hi, how are you?
Hi there. I'm doing. Will you tell me how to pronounce your name?
Not Cindy, Charade.
Charade?
Yes, like game.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
How are you tonight?
Great. I am, great. I am, cooking pot roast.
Oh,
Yes.
pot roast. What
Yeah.
time is dinner?
For tomorrow.
Oh, for
Yes,
tomorrow.
I cook shrimp stew.
So you cook
stew, shrimp stew,
shrimp?
like soup.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. So you make soup and pot roast.
Yeah, but tomorrow, today, shrimp soup.
French soup.
Shrimp
Oh, shrimp. Got it.
soup.
Shrimp soup. Can you do this? Shh.
Shrimp.
There it is.
Soup.
There it is. There
Yeah.
it is.
Yes.
Do it again. Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Oh, there it is. Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good. Shrimp soup?
Yes. Well, I am Puerto Rican.
Tell me again.
You know,
Tell me again.
Puerto Rican.
For the weekend. No.
Puerto Rican.
Weekend.
Yes. So I made, Spanish food.
Oh, you make Spanish food.
Yes.
Where do you live?
Florida.
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 Where in Florida?
Coast.
Where?
Coast by Daytona Beach.
By Panama Beach?
Daytona Beach.
Daytona.
Yeah, 25 minutes away.
Oh. Can I come see you for dinner?
Sure.
Now, if you were going to invite me for dinner,
Yes.
and I asked you to make me something extra special, what would you make?
Well, you are Jewish.
Yes.
And pot roast, mashed potato, or potato pancakes,
Uh-huh.
and halfa.
And?
Halfa. Turkey candy.
Turkey?
Candy.
Candy.
Yes, like cinnamon seeds.
Oh, you know something? You and I need to talk because you could probably teach me a lot about food.
I love food.
Yeah. So you see what I would do with you is we'd work on your speech and get those sounds a little bit clearer,
Sure.
and and we would be talking about food the whole time, and also working on the sounds of your speech
Yes.
because she loves food.
Yes.
So
I
that's what we would.
adore to cook and
Yeah.
bake in
So you adore to cook
and
and
bake in.
bake.
Yes. One hand.
Wow.
Yes.
I want to get to know you, but don't tell my wife.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this has been a great visit, and thank you.
Oh, thanks so much, Mochi.
Yeah. So we'll be on it. We'll talk again in the future.
Of
Okay.
course, of
Oh,
course.
oh wow. 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 Well, thank you. And it's Charade. Is that the pronunciation?
What?
Say your name one more time for
Charade,
me.
got the game.
Oh, charades. Yeah, just like the game. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Now I've got it. Now I
Yes.
have the association. Well, thank you, Charade. This has been
Welcome.
wonderful. Okay, now I want everybody in our call to send Charade millions of hearts right now because, gosh, what a beautiful person she is. And what a nice person she is to talk with. All right, everybody, Charade, I'll see you. We'll talk
Bye.
again. Okay? Bye.
Bye.
Isn't that great? That's why I love doing speech and language stimulation, and that's why I love teaching because people want to learn, people want to get better, and most people are really quite beautiful people in the heart. And you could tell she was a beautiful person in the heart. And the same thing with Raymond. And the same thing with everybody who's been on the call tonight. And Natasha, you could tell that she's got heart. Now remember when Deb Johnson was on the call, and Stephen Shargle, my old buddy from school, said that if you're going to be successful in doing anything, you have to have heart, and you have to have, and that means love, heart and love, and you have to know what you're doing at the same time. And if you have those things going for you, man, okay. And that's why I want to teach people how to speak better and how to help their loved ones speak better, okay? So tomorrow's going to be our last day for our class, and I think I'm going to create something very special. So you want to make sure that you're on our list, and our list is all over Facebook on Moshe Mark Idelman and Teaching of Talking. So make sure you're on our mailing list because probably by the end of the week, maybe by Sunday or Monday, I'm going to send out a mass email with a big surprise for what I'm going to be offering in the future. Okay, so everybody remember that. So let's see if we have. Yeah, we have a few minutes yet. Let's see who else we can get on the call tonight. Gosh, what beautiful people we have on the call. Okay, let's see if there's anybody else that we can talk to. How about if we speak with Donna? Let's see if Donna can come on. And Joe, I'm going to get to you. Let's see if Donna will come on. Donna, prima donna. I remember talking to you. Let's see if Donna will come on. Isn't this great? Isn't this great sharing with people? And
Hi.
hi.
Finally, I figured it out.
You did?
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you. So, what's going on? Where are you from?
I'm from Lubbock, Texas.
Lubbock. I hung around Lubbock in my time.
Been there a long time.
Really?
Yes.
And how long have you lived in Lubbock?
For 39 years.
Wow. Yeah, I did some research in Lubbock. I guess that's the Texas Tech. Is that the
Yes.
university?
Yes.
Yeah, I did some research with some professors in speech pathology in Lubbock.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I remember.
nice.
Yeah, I remember riding those Texas roads to Lubbock, where all you'd see were pumpers and sand.
Say it again.
All I would see was pumpers.
Bumpers.
You know, yeah, the oil rigs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Bumpers. Oh, yeah. Sorry, my husband is home. There. Oh, then he moved again. Okay. Sorry.
So why are you on the call?
Well, because I had a stroke 2 years ago, and I work on aphasia with the STAR program at Texas Tech.
Uh-huh.
And I've gotten pretty good with my writing and my talking most of the time. But there's still some stuff that I don't have.
Okay. And what is this? What's the stuff you don't have?
Well, it just comes to me that it just goes away.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes.
So can you give me go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Can you give me an example of what goes away sometimes?
Like it's hard to find one right now. On the phone to this man right here, Mr. Little Man.
Edelman.
Little Man.
No, not little man.
Oh, not Little Man. Sorry. That's one of those.
Oh, so sometimes you end up saying things that are just off a little bit.
Yes, very much so. And sometimes they laugh at me, and sometimes it's funny.
Okay. So I have a question for you. Okay? Now I want you to tell me, you're Donna, right? Is it
Yes.
Donna? Okay. Donna, what advice would you have for someone who had a stroke and had problems with their speech? What advice would you give them?
Oh, that's a hard one. They need to find other people that have it too and talk to them.
Uh-huh.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Very much so. It's very helpful.
Okay. How much do you talk every day?
Well, I don't get much every day anymore.
No?
But I try to read to myself out loud. And that helps me to see where I made mistakes.
Okay.
And so I try to learn it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you record it too?
Yes, and I record it too.
Okay, terrific. Well, Donna, this was a pleasure finally meeting you. And
Yes, it very was. Thank you very much.
yeah. And we have one more call tomorrow, and we hope that you're on the list, on our mailing list.
I will be there as soon as I find it. I will.
Okay.
I will.
Well,
Thank you.
okay. It's been great speaking with you, Donna.
You too. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
All righty. Bye-bye.
So she's making a pretty good recovery, isn't she? And that's what happens. You find good therapy, you are motivated, and you speak. One of the things that just about everybody is saying tonight is that you got to talk. You got to talk. And what we can show you how to do, or what you can learn if you read the book Teaching of Talking or the independent study course, is you learn exactly how to help your loved one speak. Or if you have aphasia and you have a loved one at home who's willing to help you, well, my goodness, you'll chances are improve your speaking. Okay, let's see who else is on the call tonight. We have and take two more. This is great. Great call tonight. Great call tonight. Let's see. I'm going to bring Wanda on. Wanda has been kind of irregular, but she's a lot of fun to speak with. And she needs to remember to speak very slowly and in short phrases. That's critical. And if her mom, Bernadine, will help stimulate slow phrases, that's going to be great for Juanetta. There you are. Hello there, Juanetta. How are you? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. Gosh, you sure do look pretty tonight.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, do you know what day tomorrow is?
um,
Is it Friday?
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yes, it is.
So, what day is tomorrow?
Saturday.
Is tomorrow Saturday or is tomorrow Friday? Is it Friday or is it
It's
Saturday tomorrow?
Friday.
Yes. Very good. Are you going to do anything special tomorrow?
Oh, swimming for Friday.
Do you go swimming?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Where do you go swimming? Where?
From the Y.
Good. Excellent. So you're about 2 or 3 words at a time, and you're doing pretty good at 2 or 3 words. And we're going to show your mom how to expand that. We're going to show your mom how
Yes.
to expand that too. And what can you do in the water? What have they taught you how to do in the water?
Aerobics.
Aerobics. That's good.
Uh-huh.
And how long is your class with aerobics at the Y?
30
Good.
minutes.
Now, I'm going to see if you can do something, okay? Can you say, it is 30 minutes?
It is 30
Good.
minutes.
Nice 4 words. Now, you just jumped up to 4 words. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Do you like to go?
Oh, yes.
Can you say, I like to go?
I like to
Oh,
go.
beautiful. Wow. Do you feel good when you go to aerobics? Do you feel good?
I feel good.
Do
Yes.
you feel very good?
Very
Good.
good. I feel
Okay,
good.
good. So, yeah, so she, okay. Can you say that? 4 might be pushing it a little. Can you say, I feel very good?
Yeah. I feel
Oh,
good.
all right.
I feel
All
really
right.
good.
All right. So that's what we call expansion. So when a person you look at how many words she typically says, and then you add one. All right? Then you add one word. And gosh, we could talk about aerobics, we could talk about swimming, we could talk about all kinds of things, couldn't we? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, this has been nice speaking with you tonight. And Bernadine, you're doing all right. You're getting out there.
I'm doing
Yes,
all right.
I'm doing
Yes,
very,
how are
very
you
well.
doing?
Thank you. So just keep up the 2 and 3 words. I'd stay with 2 or 3 words with her for a while. Okay? Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay,
That
good.
sounds good.
So we'll chat with you again soon, okay? All right. See
All
you all.
right.
Bye, Winetta.
Bye-bye.
Now, that concept was called expansion. You take, if a person is at a 2-word level, then you start introducing 3 words. What you'll find, though, sometimes is if you try to expand with, oh, and everybody's giving her the hearts. All right. Very good. It's great to see people, isn't it, working on their speech and enjoying it. That's the trick, enjoying it and having a caregiver or a mother or a wife or a husband. That's right. Let's just give her a whole lot of hearts and thumbs up and all good things. Okay. So let's see who else might be on the call. We're going to do one more person. Let's see who else we have. Let's see. Let's see Lisa real quick. Let's see if Lisa will come on. I think we had a little trouble getting her on before. Let's see. Let's see if she'll come on. We've had pretty good luck tonight. Yeah, we've had a lot of good luck tonight. We've had some great people on the call. We had Natasha and we had Dan. Oh, hi there.
Hi.
And who do we have here? Let's see both of you in this picture, because I want to see both of you here. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can move the camera over a little bit.
All right.
Oh, that's better. That's better. So who's on the call right now? Now, I think the internet's going to be, who's on the call right now?
Hi, Mark. It's Lisa Fearing with Margie.
Okay, Lisa and Margie.
Okay.
No. Oh, no.
Stop moving, huh?
No, go back the other way, because you're upside down. I don't want everything. Yeah. Okay. Now we got it. Now we got it. So we've
We're
got
upside.
no. Well, we see you fine.
Okay,
Am
you
I
can. All right.
okay? So, but I want to see both of you though. I want to see both of you.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to both get in the picture.
How's that?
Oh, yeah, that looks great. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we can't
Okay.
see you, so I don't know.
It doesn't matter if you see me or not.
All right.
All right. So, Lisa, what's your challenge?
Well, I talked to you yesterday, Mark, about having certain words that have certain sounds be difficult for Margie.
Okay.
Like an S. It's words that start with an S. And
Okay. Can you give her a word that starts with S? Well, first, before that, does Margie talk? Margie, do you talk?
can you say, is that a yes? Can you say yes? Did you hear that, Mark?
Yeah, let's hear it again. Model yes for her, and I want you to get right in front of her face so she can
Okay,
see
Mom.
so she can see your face. Okay,
Okay.
and now I want you to model the word yes.
Yes. Can you say yes?
Okay, now I want you to ask her, say, can you say no?
Can you say no? Mom,
Again.
if you
Again.
Mom, look at me. Look at me. Can you say no?
Oh.
Very good.
Okay, good. So she said no, and she omitted the N. Okay, but that's okay. And can she say her name, Margie?
Can you say your name, Margie? Margie. Margie.
Okay. So here's what we have. We have a little bit of like a Wernicke's aphasia here. Okay. Now,
Okay.
what happens is when you try to stimulate her, she says more syllables than the word you're trying to stimulate, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Okay. So now what I want to see you do is I want you to stimulate the vowel ah. See if she can imitate that.
Oh, we're good with the vowels. Ah,
Good.
A,
Good.
E.
Again.
You're super ahead.
Again.
I. Can you say I? You're not looking at me, you're looking at that. You're looking at you. Okay, you.
Okay. Now hold on. Now, Lisa, I know what we need to do for her. Okay.
Okay.
It's got to be single syllables. Okay. Just single syllables. Simple.
Okay.
Single syllables. Like me, like my, like oh, like go, like see. Just short single syllables. All right? Now, let me see if you can. I want you to pick a word that has a simple single syllable like the word bow. See if she can say that.
Can you say bow? Bow. Bow.
Good.
Very
Good. Now, can she say me?
Me.
Okay, good. Okay. So this is your assignment. Lisa and Margie, are you ready for your assignment?
You ready, Mom?
Your assignment is to write out on a piece of paper or on a Word document single syllables about 20 to 25 of them. And they should be single syllables that are important words to your mother. Okay?
Okay.
Might be kiss, might be love, might be hold, might be, just single syllables. That's all. Because she has a tendency to add a lot more syllables to words. So you need to start at a single syllable level. Okay? Lisa, okay? Okay, that's your assignment.
Thank
All
you.
right. So, good to see you. All right?
Yeah.
And
All right.
And the next time we speak, I want to see her saying some of those I'll bet you she'll say a lot of those single syllables. I'd start with words that started with P, B, M, and W.
PB, M, and W.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, you
All
two.
right.
Bye.
You want to say bye?
Oh,
Bye. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need a bye.
You say bye.
Bye. Isn't that great?
Thank you.
Okay. We all want to send out all the hearts and the thumbs up and all of that to Lisa and Margie. Everybody, please,
Okay.
let's send it to Lisa and Margie. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Okay. Now, before we go, wasn't that great? Wasn't that great? Okay. She'll be able to say single words. You just have to know which ones that you need to start with. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Isn't that great? Isn't this terrific? Isn't it great to see people talking and talking better? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's see who else is on the call. I think we have Joe. I think I promised Joe that I would invite him onto the call. He'll have something interesting to say if he's here. Let's see if he's here. I don't know if he's still here or not. Maybe he had a date or oh, there he is. Let's see if he's around. I don't see Joe. Okay, let's just see if there's one more. One more. One more. One more. One more. Let's do, I know who we'll do. We're going to do Helen. This is our last person for the night. Miss Helen. Let's see. Let me see if she'll come on. Yeah, we're starting to get some regulars on here. So don't forget that you want to be on the mailing list. Hey, Helen. How are you?
Good morning. I'm
Good
good.
morning. Yeah, you're good. So what you got to share with us tonight or today?
I'm thinking of signing up for the 12-week independent learning course.
Great.
And one of my daughters is considering it too. So
great. Well, she can access yours, okay? And you access it from the internet.
yes, yes.
Okay? Yeah, that would be great.
Oh, good, good. I'll do
It
that
would.
today.
Okay? It would be very, very good for you. What you got to share with us today? Have you watched the whole class tonight?
Yeah. Yes, it's been fantastic watching all those people. It's just wonderful. It's very heartening. It is. Very.
So when you say heartening, can you explain what heartening means?
Oh, it means that I know that with a lot of hard work that I can help my husband. And he's doing pretty good anyway. I mean, our communication is really good. It wouldn't matter if he never said another extra word, but it would be really good for him to be able to speak to other people the way that I understand him.
Oh, that's
really
wonderful. Good. Yeah. All right. Wow. That's wonderful.
You'll have to come over here. We're near Newcastle, and they do speech therapy at Newcastle Uni.
Okay. Where are we going to stay?
Well, I told you I had a room. I've also got a large front yard.
Well, you know, that's on our bucket list. Okay.
That'd be fabulous.
Yeah. So we'd love to come over there to Australia. No.
Yes.
Yes, Australia. Yeah. All right. Great.
I'll
Okay.
Vegemite for breakfast.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Well, it's been nice speaking with you tonight, Helen. And we have one more class tomorrow.
Yes.
And then I'm going to have a surprise for everybody, I think. I have to put on my creative brain after all this is done again and figure out something, because we've met some wonderful people, haven't we, in this class?
We have. I feel like I'm right there with everybody, even though I'm the other side of the world. It's been brilliant.
Great. Okay, Helen. We'll speak to you soon, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, you know, as they say in Texas, we got to get on out of here. And this has just been wonderful. If you don't mind, I'm going to ask if you all could go over to Teaching of Talking Facebook. And there's something on there that if you like what we've been doing, there's something that they ask you if you can recommend the Teaching of Talking. So I'm going to ask each and every one of you if you wouldn't mind going over to Teaching of Talking Facebook, and if this course or if this class has helped you, and if you've learned anything, and if you've liked it, or make any kind of statements that you want, we'd greatly appreciate that. So we're going to be back tomorrow morning at, let's see, 8:30 Eastern Daylight Time, and we're from Youngstown, Ohio. And we'd like to thank everybody for being on the call. Please share. I want to see a lot more shares, okay? A lot more shares, please. Thank you. And don't forget to go over to Teaching of Talking Facebook and just jot down whatever you think, if you liked the class or what you liked about it. And know that if you're interested in any of the programs we have, you go to teachingoftalking.com, which is our website. So on that, I'm going to say good night, sleep tight, or if you're just starting the day, have a great day. This has just been a pleasure having this time with you, and goodbye for now until next time. Bye-bye.